Back again, like I left something. Like I said, check out the video a few videos back, the parasites video. I know it's a little long, but it's a video that everyone should watch. Even my haters, check it out, man. You see, that one is just really so undeniable. I mean, people can deny other things, and I don't like to get into certain things because I feel like it pushes people away, because they think like, oh, they've created this reality where they're powerless and helpless, so they really don't, they can't. They've made it so that they can't even listen to someone telling them that they can do more than what they think. So, it's basically like, hey man, you can do this. And they're just like, no, I can't do this, and I'll die to believe that I can't do this, to make that my reality. But anyway, I wanted to just talk about crystals today and the power of crystals, and the different forms of crystals. People, I know I don't want to get into the crystal ball thing. I know people are going to just say it's witchcraft and crazy. I understand it. Okay, all right. But just realize how much crystals are in your life already before you judge them and say that they're powerless. Salt and sugar. They are crystals. Well, first of all, crystals drain energy. They're kind of like a portal as well. They give and take energy. They're basically like a pathway for energy. And salt and sugar are the main crystals that people are addicted to, that are very powerful, that are in your everyday life. But you might say that crystals are, like I said, they have no power. But they obviously have huge power if they, people every day are being driven to consume these things. And that's basically worldwide. People want to consume salt and sugar. And, sodium is okay while it's in its casing. Like if you have an avocado, it has natural salts confined in its casing, in it as a whole. Like how a human body has natural salts. So that's how you should take it in a whole. That's why everything is really about holistic health. Like I keep saying. So, and then things have natural sugars in their casing. So that's how you should be taking them in. No constant. Even when it comes to like agave or coconut sugar, I would say stay away from it if you have the willpower to. If you're trying to wean yourself off, then yeah, go with agave over anything. Because it's lower lower on the glycemic index. And it's better than white sugar or brown sugar or other crystals, so I would say go with that. But it's a crutch. It's it's a weaning process. It's not to reside there. And crystals in general, like you got liquid crystal displays on your TV. Crystals are in your car. Crystals are in your phone. They drain your energy. Crystals are being used every day, all day against you, but you probably feel like they have no power, or that they're hocus pocus. And I'm just here to say that they're not, and I'm not really going to get into it because I know it'll deter people from my videos, so people can do their own research on crystals and the power of crystals. Just know that they're already in your everyday life, whether you want to believe it or not. And on top of that, diamonds. I always wanted to say this in a video. Diamonds are worthless. Diamonds are they're at a fixed rate. They're artificially, it's artificial. They produce artificial scarcity in diamonds. So basically with diamond, and that's why in Egypt too, everything is holistic. If you go back far enough, everything was holistic, and that's why they wore gold in Egypt, because it's a medicine. You can use that mineral as a medicine, or you can use ore as a medicine, and that's why they wore it. Everything had a meaning and a purpose, and that's why they were. That's why the things were the way they were. They were teaching kids, well, not kids, I should say ancestors, because that's what you bring through the portal. But when they brought people through the portal, through the dense physical, they were always outside when they would learn, and they were learning chemistry. They were learning everything outside, and actually just getting back used to this human body, just getting back used to this dense physicality, and and if you go to Africa or look online, the power of diamonds and crystals, most people stay away from diamonds over there. A lot of people do, at least. Is because they have a power, and they were used for certain things. And again, I have a block here. I don't really want to get into it because I know people will think it's hocus pocus. But I would just say do your own research on it and just check it out, how diamonds are worthless. They really are literally worthless. They're compressed carbon. And they can, like, you've been lied to and they said they can't manufacture a diamond. They've been able to do that. They've been able to create diamonds. So, you know, I just say eat that. And, you know, another thing I wanted to say too is how, you know, if you go anywhere, like I'm in Jersey right now, I was in Tennessee before that, I was in Albuquerque before that, and Oklahoma, and LA, and Fresno, and the Bay. I was really, you know, I've been all over this country, man, many times. I've been out of this country many times, and, you know, really what I've seen wherever I go is the same thing going on. The same people, basically. Sometimes it even looks the same. Even the people look the same. And if you know, if you think about it, you know, you have times you're like, man, you look like a Daniel, or you look like a Scott or something. It's because basically there really isn't that many people on the planet. You got, like the holy books say, what, 12 tribes? I mean, that's astrology too. But again, we are astrological. We are beings of energy in space. And, you know, like they say, you know, like somebody's a Cancer or somebody's a Capricorn, you know, you're part of a constellation. We are stars, like I've been saying. And it's like I'm saying, it's not many people, really. So what's going on is you got a small number of people that have been fragmented and diluted, basically, you know, being fruitful and multiplying, and they're serving someone or something. I should say something. So that's what's really going on. You got the same people everywhere. It's a fragmentation of the same people worldwide. And, you know, that's really, if you go anywhere, it's the same song. Anywhere you go, it's the same, you know, same thing, different place, basically. So that's, you know, that's what people need to realize, is that it's, you know, they got us all caught up in games and paradigms while they observe and suck up all the energy. So, you know, since people are so fragmented in all ways, their knowledge is fragmented, because everyone really knows everything. Every single person on this planet has the same capacity, basically. Anybody can do anything. So everybody knows everything. It's just fragmented. You know, you might come to me and I might clear things up for you, but I didn't teach you anything. You know, if you look in the mirror, that's the teacher. You know, that, you know, like they say that, you know, when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. Well, yeah, you look in the mirror, you know, because it's you. No one can teach anything. Like I've been saying, epiphanies come from within. You don't learn. No one can teach anyone anything. You can listen to chemistry tapes or somebody telling you for about chemistry for years. It don't mean you learned it. It just means that you were exposed to that information. Whether you can soak it in and learn and teach yourself is another story, because you teach yourself. Everything is self-taught. And, you know, we're just more and more fragmented. Everybody's just getting more and more fragmented. And like I said, we come from purple black people. That's the original color of the human being. And we just been more and more diluted and fragmented. That basically, like, the topsoil has been eroded. And now they're working on the brown, and it's just more, we're going to get more and more diluted and more open, and until it's just, well, I mean, there's parasites in most people you run into, but it will just be even worse than now. If, you know, if people keep opening themselves up and letting the parasites consume them. Because the parasite basically eats you up, spits you out, and you're more fragmented than you were before. And that's kind of what's going on. And I tell people, you know, just, you know, research the whole Edomites thing, and Adam and Eve, how Adam and Eve were really groups of people. They're groups of inbred albinos, and they were banished from Eden or Africa, and they were roped off in Europe. And you know, from there, I really don't want to get into it, because people are going to call me a racist. But it's really only one race anyway. But regardless, everybody has some level of albinism in them at this point, pretty much. I mean, I haven't seen too many purple black people, unless you go to like the Nicobar Islands or Sri Lanka or somewhere. Those are like the darkest people on the planet. So most people have some level of albinism in them. So it really is no point to, you know, infight and fuss about this thing. You know, we really should be healing each other instead of arguing about each other. But we need to know what's going on first. We need to know ourselves. So people need to understand that, you know, the whole Adam and Eve story, what's really going on. So research the Edomites, EDOM-ites. And art depicts life. Life depicts art. You see these movies, Inception. You see Vanilla Sky. You see these movies all over the place. You see what was that one movie? Chronicle. You see with the powers that they got supposedly. You know, we have those capabilities. We have that capacity to do anything and everything. But you create your own reality. And really, I just beg of people to check out Prahlad Jani, or just search 10 days no food or water, and just check him out. It was on Discovery Channel too. They put this guy in a box for 10 days with no food or water, and he was fine. They did blood tests and everything on him. And, you know, he's basically saying how he's going to live anywhere, you know, thousands of years. And that's really that's how long we should be living. Like I said, sequoia trees live thousands of years because they know themselves. They know it. They know it. They're not broken. So they're not fragmented, I should say. They know themselves. If you know yourself, then you can begin to, you know that you'll be here for eternity, and that you've been here for eternity, and that you just keep coming back. But, you know, the trauma has made people forget. And like I said, you know, there's no concept of time, so you have eternity to learn yourself. And just check it out, man. And just know that air is energy. Any athlete should know this. If you're running, the first thing your body wants is air when you get tired. You want air before anything, because it's energy. And that's mainly what most people should be running off of. So it's energy. Air is energy. And energy can be turned into other things. So, you know, check Prahlad Jani out. Check out Food Alchemy, how you can turn air into other things. And, you know, and check out the Edomites when you get the chance, just to get that perspective on things. And I'm not trying to be a racist. I'm just trying to, you know, let people know what's going on. And again, I love you, and I'll have more videos coming soon.